Okay. So today's Murli that we're going to discuss, how many of you felt it was very deep?
It was. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yes, it was actually. It is.
Because I want to say something, sister, because when I came to get knowledge, and this is the only word I didn't know it, karmatit.
Okay.
You know, because it's never heard before.
So today we'll explore that word deeper and we'll understand what the word means in a very practical level and what are the steps that we can take so that we are in the right direction towards this path. So firstly, the word karmatit, Baba has given 5 definitions in this Murli, what this word means. So first we will understand the definitions that Baba is giving. And then we will go in depth of each definitions, what it means, and how does that apply to my life. And then the second step will be for me to learn, Acha, what are the ways that I can take? What are the steps that I can take so that I am in this journey towards reaching my karmatit stage? And this karmatit stage is really the ultimate stage for all of us. It's not that only some souls reach it, others don't. All of us ultimately end up being that. But the only difference is some of us can reach it sooner and some of us reach it later. Some of us reach it willingly and some of us reach it after going through struggles, punishments. But this is where we will end up being anyways. And Baba is actually saving us from all the sufferings or the struggles. And Baba is giving us hints, tips, what I can do so that drama is not forcing me to reach there, but I am reaching before drama does. And so now let's go into the definitions, what Baba meant by this karmatit. Okay. So I'm going to write here. Karma, actions, and teat means it's not that I'm free from actions, but it is a state of the soul that the soul is neutral. The energy of the soul is neutral while playing actions. Karma deed is not that when I leave this body, I reach. But while I'm living in this body, I will begin to feel the percentage of me being neutral amidst of playing my roles, my actions, but I feel like my emotions are getting neutral. And what I meant by emotions are getting neutral, if you see like the seniors, right? Because we have the babis, the seniors in front of us. They did not reach karmatit just by sitting in yoga 24 hours. They did their actions. In fact, you cannot free yourself from performing actions. You absolutely need to do what is necessary to do. But then there is something Baba would use some of the terms which we will discuss in the definitions. And the first definition, what Baba said about karmatit is, Baba says, no, so X means no, karma bondage. And Baba explained what does that mean? No karma bondage. And what Baba said was, let me just read that line. Baba said was that Baba says karmic bondage makes you dependent on the limited fruit of the karma. The word dependent proves that you're depending on someone. Right? And then Baba says that if you are controlled by your actions, that means if you are controlled by your desires of perishable fruit of karma, expectations, if I'm controlled by my karma, will tie you in a bondage, and it will continue to make your intellect wander. So in short, what Baba is saying is that Baba gave the analogy dependency. Baba says, I'm going to write here. Baba says, dependency is equivalent. Baba says it's like ghost. Okay? And what Baba meant by that is that, ghost, when it possesses the body, it takes over the owner of the body, meaning then the owner has no control. Right? Even if they want to, their consciousness, the control of the body, the sense organs are entirely taken over by the other soul that possesses the body. And what is the best thing is, the owner itself will not realize. The owner will not be realized that they are possessed, but other people would realize it. Other people would know, and then they would tell, because I've seen this firsthand during my military. I've seen that the person who was possessed has no idea what happened to them. And then they just feel very lethargic, and then they come out and they're like, what happened? Why do I feel so weak and tired? So why Baba is giving this idea of dependency?
So possessed means, is it the vice? The ghost is the vices you're talking about?
Well, I'm talking, well, in this sense, Baba is talking about like the vices. What I was explaining, I was giving the analogy of a wandering soul possessing the body, takes over the control of the body. So I'm going to give that equation with this. Dependency also takes over control over you. And which control it takes over is that dependency finishes my self-respect actually. Dependency finishes my respect towards myself, finishes love towards myself, because I am always craving for something. I'm always wanting something. That is what Baba says. It's like ghosts. You lose control over yourself. And Baba was giving the analogy. Baba says, Baba says that when physical organs attract you, it means you are controlled by your own actions. You are dependent and you are tied in a bondage. Simple example, very, very simple example is like the tongue, right? We all know what are healthy food. We all know that what is good for the body, but yet sometimes the tongue craves, right? Oh, I want to eat this. I want to try that. It's okay, chal jata hai. And it's like, it's okay, no problem. So deep inside, I feel this is not right for me, but then I'm controlled by the desire of wanting to taste it. So that is what Baba means. The organ starts taking control over you and you have no say, no control over it. So example, the eyes. Baba says that don't see anything that is going to create an impression in you. And then we will have to then work hard trying to remove those impressions. Example, oftentimes we hear Baba talks about movies, cinema. And it's a cinema destroys because we are influenced by a lot of aspects that is shown in the movie. And then these scenes affects our emotions. And when our emotions are affected, then what happens is it's going to take time for me to let go of that impression. Right? It's like brainwashing, right? You watch advertisements, it's like brainwashing. Everything in this world is set up to brainwash us. Whether it's an advertisement, whether it's a promotion you go and see in a shop, everything is to brainwash, is to hook me up towards it, right? Willingly, unwillingly, to hook me up. And so that is why Baba has given us a lot of caution. See only what is going to help you to grow, and don't see whatever that is going to bring you downfall, right? But then temptation is there. Somebody tells something, oh, you should watch this, or you should watch that, you should watch this news, or you should go here to this place, go and visit that place, this place is beautiful. So then I'm tempted, oh, I also want to go and see. I also want to know and experience. Yeah, I can go ahead and do. But what Baba is saying is, if I keep giving in once, twice, thrice, I will keep giving in every time. So that is what Baba says, then I'm dependent in many ways. Through my different sense organs, I become dependent. And to exercise control over these sense organs is what this entire journey of spirituality is. Right? So this is what Baba defined as being dependent on karma, meaning bondage. Bondage always means that I'm tied to something, right? So I lose freedom to choose what I want to see, what I want to eat, what I want to hear, what I want to speak. I lose control of all of this. Second aspect, like I said, I'm going to go over the definitions first, and then I will explain how we can then, what are the steps that we can take in our life to work towards this state. Second, what Baba meant, the second definition that Baba gave is Baba says,
is it beyond the bondage of karma?
Yeah, no bondage of, I'm going to write in short words, body, materials, relationships.
Locking, right?
Body, yes, body, materials, relationships. And what Baba meant by that, Baba said that, and you see, relationship is not just to humans, but also to animals. Right? Some of us have better relationship with animals than humans, but still it's still a bondage, right? So body, materials, and relationships. And then what Baba said about that is, Baba says, the word relationship should give you lovely and unique experiences. Where relationships have taken on the form of bondages, those bondages continue to cause distress for you in one way or another. Although having all temporary attainments, they would experience the happiness of those attainments temporary, right? And Baba also said that although having everything, they will experience that they still need something. And where souls constantly want something, they can never be contented. They can never be contentment. And then Baba says that they will constantly be upset with themselves or with others due to one reason or conscious wish. Because to be upset means that they have not understood the significance. So this is, again, it is a form of dependency.
So basically, sister, beyond limited consciousness, away from, and so remain detached.
Yeah, so what Baba is also saying here is that it is again coming down to dependency. Here we were dependent on the sense organs. We were dependent on pleasures that we experience through the sense organs. Here, Baba is talking about in terms of illness, in terms of pain, in terms of diseases that the body goes through. Then in my mind also, I go through the same torment, suffering. And then Baba is talking about materials. Now, materials can be in many forms, can be you can say money,
Possessions and all, right? All our possessions.
but also fame. Fame is also very much materialistic, meaning material means anything connected with the body. Fame is connected with the body. Profession is connected with the body. People and animals are connected with the body. So anything out of the soul, right? All of this. Baba says all of these are considered, it falls under materialism. And Baba says that to be tied to materialism means, again, I'm not dependent. And Baba said here that how do I know if I am tied or if I am bonded by these three aspects? Baba says that I will get hurt through them. That is one way for me to identify how deeply am I bonded with this body, my material and relationship, is the depth of hurt, the depth of distress that the soul experiences. And when I mean by the depth of distress means that something happens and it shakes me deeply. That is what I meant by depth, right? So example, people can be very, can be sarcastic to me. People can belittle me, they make me feel small. People can judge me or criticize me. It's like seeing me as an object. You know what that means? It's like you are less than them. They treat you as if you are less than them. And they make you feel you don't know.
Inferior, right?
Inferior. And so Baba says, when they are treating me like that, it is because of their body consciousness. If I also feel hurt because of that, then it is because of my body consciousness. Now, people who are karmatic, it does not mean that nothing wrong happens to them. It does not mean that everybody will give them respect and regard and love and speak sweetly and nicely to them. No. But karmatic stage means that it's not that they are controlling what is happening in their life to them, but they are not making a big fuss out of it. They do not create a trauma out of the situation that happens. This is what I meant by neutral feeling, right? They are not hurt, they're not disturbed, but then they're not too happy either. You understand? The moment I have extremes, if I have an extreme, something happen and I get extremely excited, to the same level, if something happens, I will get extremely distressed also, right? So that is like an imbalance of emotions. A karmatic state is always a balanced emotion, meaning that very beautifully Baba said that
So basically, sister, they're not be influenced by good and bad or
But it
happy or
means
sad.
that I don't create a trauma out of it. The body would hurt. Yes. If there is any illness, the body would hurt. And Baba says that is an experience. That is an experience of pain. But I do not get overwhelmed and I make a big deal out of that pain. Baba says that is the sign of a soul moving towards its karmatic stage. And when I say making a big deal out of it, it means that I am talking about it, I keep complaining about it to someone, to another person, I keep thinking about it, I keep moaning about it. You know, it's like making a big fuss out of it. Yes, the body is going through some pain, some conflict, like somebody have said something. Yes, but am I able to sort of let go of it? Right? Especially here, right? We're talking about emotions. We're talking about how well we can handle our emotions. That is karmatit, right? This is what Baba mean by bondage of karma, right? So Baba also, so I'm just quoting, this is some sayings that Baba have said. Baba says, mental suffering is an agony, it's a pain that we create in our mind, right? Anything that is happening physically, right? Baba says, body pain will eventually go away. In time, a matter of time, body pain will eventually go away. But my mind can make that pain to last long. That is mental agony, right? Agony. Any experience, Baba says, has a process to unfold. It is happening for a reason. It is teaching me something. That's what it means. It has a process to unfold to me, right? And once that process, which is inner growth, once that inner growth happens, once my attitude starts changing, once I start valuing something or someone, once I start valuing and my attitude changes, Baba says your karma is clear. It's done. Right? So this is what means karma is coming to me. Whatever that has to happen, it is coming to me. But I'm not processing it too long in my mind. Okay? So this is the second definition. Right? So now let's go to third definition. So third definition, what Baba is saying is that settle. So Baba is talking about settle karma as karma yogi. Okay. So what does karma yogi means? Okay. Karma, Baba always talk about keeping Baba as your companion. Do not be emotionally detached from Baba and let Baba be in the background with you. Feel that whatever you are doing, Baba is also present there with you. So Baba says, as soon as while you are doing something, you are at work, you are working, you are at home doing your chores, or you are in school, you are studying, focus is there. Focus is there on the task, but you also have a deep conviction, yes, but Baba is also there with you. So you are keep on having that communication with Baba. Okay, Baba, let's do this together. Okay, Baba, how can we do this? What is the solution? It's like you are having that mental communication with Baba.
Yeah,
It
while
is
you
impossible.
yeah,
It
Baba's sister Baba always said in the Murli, let's do your hands work and always remember Baba. That's why you're saying.
Yes. So what Baba is also saying here is that if I get completely engrossed in the task, but then there is no Baba in the background, that is not karma yoga, even if you're doing something in the center. It is not karma yoga. It is yajna seva, meaning that you are doing some form of action as a service to create your fortune, but that's not counted as karma yoga, right? And you could be even doing it at home, you could be doing it at work. It could just be service. But if Baba is present, that means the mind is connected with Baba while doing task, then it is a meditative task. It is a task done on a meditative state. Baba says, two things happens through that. One, there is accuracy in the task. And two, the soul feels light. Even despite having to do multiple tasks, but because the soul's wavelength, the soul's mind is not wavering, is not stressed out, so the soul can do more, right? That is lightness, that is accuracy. Baba says that is karma yoga, meaning, yes, we do have certain times that we can allocate to sit in yoga with Baba, but then we can't be doing that the whole day. It's really not possible. We still have to go about and do our chores and tasks. Baba says, even then I can still be present with you. And even then you can be present with me. I'm not just present when you sit down and you look at my photo. Baba says, no, it is the mind that is in connection with Baba. And also Baba says, for this, Baba gave a little more emphasis compared to other definitions. For this, Baba said was, what Baba said? Baba says there are three aspects. Baba says three aspects are needed. Okay? Baba says here that don't make the conflict a very big deal, but continue to do whatever is necessary. And don't think or complain about it too much, because that will create more distress in you. And then Baba said that three aspects are needed. Baba says, one aspect is, I'm going to write here, one aspect is patient. Second aspect is tolerance. And third aspect is introversion. So Baba says that things that happen in our life can be categorized in two ways. One, something happens in a good way, and you can understand what is it that you are meant to learn from that, right? Something that happens good, and you can understand the benefit out of it. But then there can be the opposite also. Sometimes things or situations will happen in your life that on a surface, it seems like a loss. It seems unnecessary. But Baba says, even that, the truth, the benefit, means it will come out to you little later. And Baba gave the definition. Baba says, behind the curtain of loss, there is benefits hidden. So one is you can instantly recognize what is the benefit. And two, you have to wait to see the benefit. But in both scenarios, you are gaining something. And in order to be able to identify what is the benefit, Baba gave this. Baba says, be patient, wait, time will come, you will understand. Don't give up easily, don't get confused, just wait. Baba says, tolerance means, okay, some situation, something that seems like a loss, hurting me. Baba says tolerance means now letting go. The real definition one Murli Baba gave. Tolerance means having the maturity to let go of expectations, to let go of certain pattern of this is how it should be, this is how they should be. Letting go, having that maturity to let go of those expectations and yet still be holding that love within me to keep on giving. Baba says that is that maturity, power of tolerance. If I can have patience, if I can tell myself, don't jump into conclusions yet, wait and see. Wait and see. See what is going to come out of it. If I can have that patience, then second, tolerance. Okay, right now things are going sour. Things are going different directions. But then I will say, you know what? I'm not going to allow this to shake me. I'm not going to allow this to impact me. I'm self-talking. I'm self-talking to myself. Don't worry. I'm not going to allow this to impact me. Something is coming up. Wait, let me wait and see. And during my waiting period, during waiting for the benefit to rise out, let me also don't give up, especially very important. Do not give up hope in people, in yourself, in situations. Don't give up hope. Introspection, okay. This is the time, go more introspective, because a lot of time answers do not come to you through, it's just gonna show out itself to you. You will have to find it within. And the more you do this effort, Baba will help you. Baba will help you to show what is hidden behind it. And this is why Baba says that whatever happens, again and again, Baba was saying, let me read that line, what Baba said. Baba says that if you were to be patient for a little while and you have a little tolerance stage, you will be able to see everything with introversion. You would be able to see what is hidden behind that external curtain. And Baba says that, then Baba was giving the analogy of holy swans. Baba says that holy swans would always take the hidden benefit. That means they would always find what is a hidden benefit behind this apparent external loss. It seems like a loss, but there is something hidden. Baba says then that is the symbol of a holy swan. And then Baba continued, Baba gave a whole lot of explanation on this third aspect. Like 3/4 of the page, Baba explained about this. And then Baba says that whatever you had thought was good also changes when you become afraid. So Baba says, don't be afraid. When you see the action, do not become trapped in that action. Baba says, waste thoughts are subtle strings of bondage. Baba says, a karmatic soul would say, whatever happens is good. I am good. Baba is good. Drama is good. So the aspect of tolerance, what Baba is saying is that instead of keep asking, why does it happen to that way? What happened? Why is it me? Why can't it be someone else? That why, what, how, when, and feeling as if I'm a victim. Baba says that is where I lose tolerance. Tolerant means that, okay, this happened. Something good is coming out of it, and I'm going to know about it soon enough. And Baba will show me tolerance. Okay. And then lastly, Baba says that, when Baba says that because of being Baba's child, every second of this confluence age is benevolent for you. At every second, your business is to bring benefit, your service is to bring benefit. Baba says, for souls whose intellects have such faith. Now, what faith Baba is saying? Baba says, every moment is beneficial. Now, what Baba meant by that line, for souls who have such faith, Baba meant that if I have faith that whatever happening to me is good, then every moment will become easy to face. And I will be able to find the benefit. Right? So this is the faith that Baba means. Baba always says, drama never deceives me. But drama is a strict mother. She's not going to give all this soft and goody love to me. That Baba will do. Right? See, Baba balanced out. And drama is a strict mother. Always in a family, you would see one parent is very strict and the other parent is very soft, right? And it could be one, the soft one could be the mother, and the soft one can be the father. But Baba is balancing out the mother. Baba is balancing out with drama. Drama is a strict mother. Drama says this, and you have to watch. And then Baba will comfort me. He say, don't worry, everything is okay. Just wait a little while. Okay, so that is how Baba balances out with drama. But Baba always say, mother never deceives. Right? Third, right? Now, let's go fourth definition. Baba says here, the fourth one, Baba says, blessings. Okay, blessings from Baba. Because, I'm gonna write here, because of obedience. Any father would love, any father, being a parent, you know this much better than anyone else. Any parent would love more towards the child that is humble and obedient. Not to say that you are biased. You do love whatever number of children you have, you do love them. But you feel like the one who is obedient, you need to work less on them. You feel like you don't always have to watch them. You don't always have to keep track. You feel very comfortable with them. But the ones who are the not so obedient one, you feel you have to constantly watch them. Sometimes parents easily use the word troubled kid. This is less trouble and this is good and this is a little troubled kid. So the parent has to always feel like, going behind their back and always having to keep track and watch, and parents distress from that child. But with this child, that's always good. Faith, a lot of faith. So you yourself will feel that because you're being obedient to what Baba is saying, you feel that you have to work less and you will feel happy more. It feels as if you don't have to work hard to be peaceful. You don't have to work hard to maintain your happiness. You feel it's coming easy. Okay? This is the magic of blessings, right? The difference between blessing and hard work is you have to take stairs. You have to climb ladder, you have to take stairs. Yeah, you will reach there, but after going through all the huffs and puffs. And blessing is, it's like stepping on an elevator or an escalator. You just stand still, but you're going, and you're reaching your destination. Okay? This is the magic of blessings there. So Baba again, and what is the aspect of obedience? Baba is saying it's not about being obedient blindly. Every guidelines that Baba has given us, Baba has also explained to us what is the reason to do it. What is the best? Baba never tells us to do anything without giving us further explanations about it. Never, right? And Baba has given us all the explanation. Baba has even also given us methods. If I do and follow these methods, this is what Baba means. It's like I'm setting my life. Okay? I'm setting my life for good. Okay? And Baba also, so you remember today, what was the passport?
Contentment. Passport to contentment. Jewel of
contentment. That is also blessing. That is also a form of blessing. Is that being contented is also a form of blessing. That you're not just earning Baba's blessing, but you're earning blessings of other souls. That other souls think about you with good feelings. People can think about us with bitter feelings too. And that's not blessing, that's curse. But others are thinking about you with good feelings. And that is blessing, right? So this aspect of Baba says that following Baba's guidelines, you can feel as if Baba's hand is on you. You feel as if Baba is helping you at every step. Help is coming on its way from nowhere. Help keeps coming. You feel like that's Baba's blessing for you. Right? And then Baba also said that the fifth aspect, Baba said about feeling equal. To who? Feeling equal to who?
To Baba. Feeling equal to Baba. Becoming perfect.
Which Baba?
Brahma Baba. Following Brahma Baba.
Brahma Baba?
Yes.
And who is Brahma Baba equal to?
Shiv Baba.
Shiv Baba.
So, to be equal to Shiv Baba by following
Brahma Baba.
Okay.
Following Brahma Baba.
Following Brahma Baba. Right? Now, this aspect, this is where we need to deeply understand. It is not that I'm becoming God. Simply, I have to understand that fact. And I'm also becoming like God. No. God's place is never taken or it's never divided. But just the way Shiv Baba is always in a soul conscious stage, Baba's stage never wavers. Even when Shiv Baba would come, whether in Brahma Baba's body, Dali Bolsar's body, still Baba was never influenced by sense organs. Baba was never influenced by sense organs. Baba was never Shiv Baba. The experience of being like Shiv Baba is that, again, coming back to this stage of neutrality, unbiased, right? Unconditional. These are all qualities of God. Right? And being Baba's child, being Shiv Baba's child, I do have the same potentials to be so. And I need to know how I can also be unconditional like Shiv Baba. I also want to know how I can be uninfluenced by senses. And so this is what it means that the soul is vibrating in the same frequency as Shiv Baba. And to be able to do that, the sample is Brahma Baba. How he managed his life, what did he do practically in his life. It's like a guide for us. And Baba says, so this is what a state of karmatic state is, a state of the mind that is very much connected with Shiv Baba. Right? In fact, the word man manabhav, we see, it is to perceive God's mind through my mind. Okay? When we listen to the Murli, Shiv Baba spoke the Murli through Brahma Baba. The Murli was written down, and then of course it was translated in different languages. But the words were never self-written by a human. The words are coming from God's mind. And so for me to understand Shiv Baba, I have to first understand Baba's bhavna through the Murli. Bhavna means Baba's feelings through the Murli. Murli will explain God's feelings, or Murli will explain God's mindset. Okay? Murli is the one way. It's like connecting me and Shiv Baba. Right? And that is why, if you see in Murli, just giving you example, that could be like 300 different ways to perceive Baba. Baba talks about Bharat. Baba says Baba is the purifier. Baba says Baba is giving us heaven. And Baba says you are Swadarshan Chakra. There's just hundreds of ways how we can position ourselves. When Baba says Baba is the purifier, that means Baba is here to purify me, to help me awaken my divine sanskaras. There's just so many ways I can perceive. And yes, all the points may not, I may not understand all the points. And sometimes when we listen to Murli, some points makes us to question. Some points, like we get stuck at that one point, and then we're thinking, and while thinking and being stuck in that one point, it means I may lose the next 20-30 points that's coming up, and maybe something is hidden there in that 20-30 points for me, right? And that is why Baba says, listen first, and if you have any questions, you write down. If you need some clarity, yes, write down, but don't get stuck, right? Because I lose time and I lose track. When something is coming up for me, wait, something, some point, some aspect of the Murli is going to touch me. Baba says, take that and work on it, right? So this is why Murli is very expanded. The information is very hugely expanded. And it's okay if I don't get everything, it's okay. But get what you want to work. Something will strike you, then that is the one for you from today's Murli. Just focus on that, good enough, right? So this is one aspect of Murli, is that is trying to understand God's mind, right? And if there is questions, okay, let me get it clarified. But it is a very dangerous place to be when I start believing my assumptions. Very dangerous place to be, right? Because I do not know what I'm assuming is true or not true. Okay? So that is, so did I explain? Oh, I did, right? Yeah. I was thinking I didn't explain the fifth one. Okay, here. So these are the 5 definitions Baba has given about what does it mean when the soul is in a karmatic stage, what does that feel like? Again, let's just quickly go through. One, the soul is not dependent on people, on weather. And the soul is not dependent. Second, the soul is also not dependent on the body, on materials, and on relationships to make me feel peaceful, to make me feel happy. No. Somebody is having conflict with me, that is their body consciousness. If looking at that conflict, I get upset, then that is my body consciousness, right? So this is what it means not to get caught up, not to be influenced by someone else's vices. Okay, then number 3, settling karma, karmic accounts as a karma yogi, right? That means if an action done with the consciousness of Baba's presence, the action becomes accurate and the action becomes lightness within the soul. And how will I know I am actually settling a karmic account, or if I'm creating a karmic account? If I'm creating a karmic account, the soul feels heavy, burden. If I'm settling a karmic account, the soul feels light. This is a sign, you will know. Okay? And Baba has given this 3 aspects. Be patient, maintain your tolerance. To find an answer, go introspective. And after going introspective, if you're still not able to find, then you can ask for help. And not just about going around and sharing your story to the whole town. No, this is again, Baba says, not to make a big deal of something that has happened, because then you will fall into deep and deeper distress. It's very hard for you to then come out. Right? So never to create a trauma out of something. And then Baba spoke about blessings in terms of following Baba's guideline. In fact, you will feel absolutely good about yourself because if I am following Baba, what Baba has shared, then automatically it's given that my karmic account goes lighter and lighter. So the more the soul feels free, the more the soul feels light, the soul is able to connect with the Supreme Soul easily without much hard work. Right? Connection becomes easy. And you feel, right? You can feel Baba's love, you can feel Baba's blessings, you can feel Baba's support. And then the 5th is following Brahma Baba. Brahma Baba's guideline for us, a soul in a human form, how they attained karmatic stage, how they became equal to Shiv Baba, close to Shiv Baba's energy. And so these are all in summary of what Baba has said. Now, let us go into the step by step, every day, what is it that I can do? So two very, very big important aspect in this spiritual life is, one is Amrit Vela, right? Now, Amrit Vela, the quality of our Amrit Vela can vary from time to time, day to day, right? And in one Murli, Baba have mentioned that to sleep off during Amrit Vela is also body consciousness, because karmic accounts, when it's very heavy on the soul, when it becomes very heavy duty in the soul, the burden, what happened, an analogy like a balloon, okay? Like a helium balloon. A helium balloon, the tendency is to fly up. But if it is tied down, then it is dangling. Right? It cannot go up as much even if it wants to. Something is pulling it down. So when we go to bed, that is actually a bodiless state also. That is one form of a bodiless stage. The soul is detached from the body. And when you wake up in the morning during Amrit Vela, what happens is you're not fully conscious. You're semi-conscious, right? So you're not fully aware. You're not fully in the world yet. You're semi, right? So then at that time, what happens is when you come and sit, for meditation. And then what happens is, two things can happen. One, I can have a good Amrit Vela, or two, I can fall asleep during Amrit Vela. And Baba says that is also a sign the soul is settling some karmic accounts, that even though the soul wants to fly up to Baba, but the soul is being pulled down by karma, by body consciousness. And Baba says, yes, in the beginning, it's like a legacy for a lot of us. The beginning, to be awake for Amrit Vela, it is a task, right? It is an effort. But Baba says, just as long as you can thrive, do whatever that is needed for you, whether you want to, do some push-ups, you want to do some stretch, you want to have caffeine, whatever it takes for you to be awake during that time. Baba says that is a first step. And the second step is, even after being awake during Amrit Vela, you would see that all hell break loose in the mind. Have you ever experienced that?
Yes.
Right? Every single thing comes in the mind. What happened yesterday, worry about the future, whether it's an issue related with the body, bodily pains, or it could be an emotional pain, or even it could be a mental pain. I could go into my to-do list. This is everything will come up, will distract me, take over me, not enabling me to connect with Baba. And this is quite common. So don't think and don't be so hard on you. A lot of us, every one of us have experienced that. But the thing is, don't give up. Sometimes after going through all this trouble and distraction, you see, oh, it's 4:45. Oh, it's 5 o'clock. Clock is ticking, time is done, but I still haven't connected with Baba. But you know what? If you can make yourself to be awake for Amrit Vela every day, you would see your distraction by percentage will start reducing. This is for sure, it will be. And over time, you would see that little by little, you'll be able to connect with Baba. It could be, maybe it would start off with 1 minute, but that time will expand as long as you don't give up. As long as you don't give up in your effort, you will see yourself going somewhere. That is given. And you see, during Amrit Vela, because the soul is, like I said, it is not very much on a material level yet. The soul is in a semi-state, right? Not fully with Baba, but not fully with responsibilities. The soul is in a semi-state, right? So a lot of this clearing is happening. Everything is going to emerge out. Because after that time has passed, we are all very good in self-distracting. We distract ourselves with task. We are all very good in that. And sometimes not just task, we distract ourselves sometimes by even listening to songs and classes. And we think, you know what, that is good. I'm listening to spiritual classes, that's good. But that would be also a form of distraction. You're not listening. You're not listening to what is erupting in the mind. So we are all, that's why after the time has passed, we just go run with time and we distract ourselves with other tasks. But that time is crucial to connect with Baba. So, and another best thing that Baba also have mentioned is that do Amrit Vela with group gathering, right? If you go to Madhuban, Even in the centers before the lockdown, we do welcome welcome students to come and join us Amrit Vela. But and now, that time only a few could come, but now mass, all right? Big gathering. We have big gathering in Zoom. People, we all join together and meditate. Now, what happens during that time when we are all joining and sitting? Imagine a number of souls are working at that time to become bodiless. Say 30, 40 souls. Imagine every single one of us are making our effort to become bodiless at that time. Some of us could be a little ahead of that effort. Some of us lagging behind. But the fact that we are working together, then each other's energy is uplifting each other. That is why Sangathan means gathering. Baba has given so much importance to gathering. And Baba says spirituality means family. Baba means family, not solo. Especially in yoga. If you do it together, the accumulation of energy helps each other, right? And then after that, we freshen up ourselves, we get ready, and then coming for Murli class. Very, very important. When we sit in a group and when we listen to Murli together, we receive more clarity than when we sit and read by ourselves or watching YouTube. It is not just listening or reading Murli. It is not just that. Yes, if I just want to listen the Murli, there's so many videos, so many ways I can listen. But it's not just listening. It is about clarity. It is about connecting with the Murli, feeling, and to know that whatever I'm connecting with is actually true. And it's not something made up by my mind. And this is why Baba has given so much. Baba says Srimat Manat Parmat. Actually, Parmat is others' directions, Manat is self-direction, but my self-direction could be very much highly influenced by people's say, what I hear and saw in people. So both self-direction, people's direction, both are dangerous for us. Srimat. Right? So these two highly important for us. Again, like I said about Murli, there are so many hundreds of ways that you can connect Murli to you. If one point you feel like you're getting stuck, you're not able to connect, leave it. Watch for what's coming up for you. Something will strike you, that's the one for you. And pay attention, be very conscious about it throughout the whole day, that you are paying attention on that point that you heard. I'm not saying we will all succeed doing it throughout the day, but to certain percentage, we should be progressing. Not that every time I fail, I just read Murli, I take a point, I like that point, I remember in the morning, and then whole day I forget, right? To certain percentage, I should see some progress, even if it's 0.1%. But let that increase daily, right? You can write in a small notebook. Yeah, you can put in your pocket. You can write it in your phone. You can keep it with you. We all can forget that point when we get busy with something else. But then keeping it with you, or put a sticky note on your desk or on your fridge, something that will make you to remember, oh, this is what it is. This is my point today. This is the determination I took today. And let me live by it. Let me at least do my best in following it. So this is second aspect, which is Murli. And then third aspect, again, company, sattvic food, sattvic company. The third aspect, Baba has also equally given emphasis to this. And If there is something, then how do you know if you've eaten something that is not suitable for you, meaning energetically it's not appropriate for you, is that you will know that instantly in your Amrit Vela, the next day, instantly, that your connection will not be easy. And you've worked so hard to reach to a certain point. And then that one simple temptation, one simple mistake, I go down. Going down is easy, but then coming back up is going to take time. So might as well I watch that I don't give gaps on what is going to bring me down. So Sattvic, what I also watch and read and hear, make sure that that is allowing the soul to grow, not creating more and more fear in me, not creating more and more disappointment or grudges or bitterness in me. That's not Sattvic. 3 aspects: Amrit Vela, Murli, company, and food, right? These 3 aspects. And you would see, if you're able to follow these 3, at night, before you go to bed, your connection with Baba will be easy. Your connection with Baba will be easy because you have made sure of how your day went. You observed how your day went. And if your connection with Baba at night is easy, it's given that your connection in Amrit Vela will also be strong. So the night and Amrit Vela, both are very much connected. If I sleep with heaviness, Amrit Vela is Om Shanti. But if I sleep with a lot of lightness, the same thing is going to trigger for Amrit Vela, it becomes easy. So these are the steps. And definitely, again, the 3 aspects Baba have said: patience, don't give up, tolerance. And throughout the day, if you see, the more introspective you are, the more you're maintaining silence as much as you could throughout the day. At night, you will have less chaos to work with in your mind, less chaos here at night. Okay.
What's the minimum time you sit for Amrit Vela? Sister, you're frozen. Oh, it's frozen again.
4 to 5. Basically, it's like the prime time.
Sorry, I think I was frozen on my screen. How long did you say? 30 seconds?
So, like
no, sorry, 30 minutes.
4:45.
Oh, so I'm so sorry.
If you can keep that time, perfect. But we do Amrit Vela in Zoom. We turn on Zoom at 3:30. So some souls would like to come early. They want to sit a little longer time. Perfectly fine. So we run Zoom for Amrit Vela 3:30 to 5. People start joining in. Some leave out at 4:45 because they have to get ready for work. Some still stays till 5. But basically, it is like 4 to 4:45 is like the prime time.
Right. Did you mention the minimum time period to sit? Because I think the screen was frozen. I couldn't hear it.
Okay. It's not about any minimum time period.
Okay.
It is as much as you can, but if you can, again, like I said, dhyan, there's one word in Hindi, dhyan. Dhyan means, it has 2 meanings. One is meditation, but the other meaning is concentration. It's not to say that we are able to maintain concentration for 45 minutes. If we are able to do that, voila, we are getting close to that centerpiece, huh? If we are able to maintain 45 minutes. But the first step, again, waking myself up, being up, right? That's the first step. And second, while sitting there, even if I can concentrate for 5 minutes, very good, very good.
Oh,
because
great, thank you.
That is a big step. And if you can maintain it, you can increase it, then you see a lot of difference, right? But for the most part, waking up is one thing, and then being awake is another thing, right?
Can
So
I ask you more about this? When you sit at that time, do you simply sit, basically trying to connect with Baba, or do you actually work with your weaknesses, go through your weaknesses? Or I heard two different versions. I heard that you shouldn't think about your weaknesses, just simply connect with Baba, feel the love, but not working on your weaknesses. Is it true?
so um, working with weakness automatically happens when you're connecting with Baba. It's two sides of a coin. But if I'm connecting with weakness, then what happens is I'm connecting with my own struggles, and that would provoke a lot of discomfort in me. That will provoke discomfort, that will provoke disappointments, because I'm not that strong enough to process my weaknesses on my own, actually. And so when I'm connecting with Baba, what happens is the connection that is happening with Baba, it's working on a subconscious level within the soul. So without me intentionally wanting to work on my weakness, it is already working. It is already getting resolved. And that is the beauty of connecting on its own. And then, but you won't know. You won't know something in you is getting resolved. You won't know. You cannot pinpoint and say, oh, this got resolved. But you will be able to notice your behavior changing as a result of what is getting resolved in you. You would see your behavior starts changing. For instance, if before I easily can get my button pushed with people with temperaments, I can easily get upset and angry, and then I lash out in words, that's active anger, or I keep inside and suppress and battle here, passive anger. You would see the more and more the soul is receiving love, the soul is receiving attention from Baba. What happened is the tendency, the frequency of my button gets pushed becomes less and less. And you will start wondering, oh, why am I not getting upset now? It feels as if I can let go of their words or their body language easily. It feels like it's okay. They're just passing through something. They will come around. Now I was never like that before. I will get cooked up and I will either start venting at them or I go and complain to someone else and gossip about them. But now I'm not doing that. Now I feel like my behavior is changing, because that's a sign the soul is subconsciously, something is getting settled through yoga.
Yeah, I have observed all those changes.
Sorry?
I've seen some changes like that.
You have seen some changes in you?
Yep.
Okay, very good. Okay, I think I took time, but
I have one question.
Yes.
So we talked about patience, tolerance, and introversion. Sometimes these three aspects don't work. So that means there are still some bondages and expectations with that particular scenario somewhere.
Something, what doesn't work?
Sometimes the patience, tolerance, and introversion, sometimes they don't work, but many times it does. So that means in those situations, there are bondages and expectations still.
Expectations, yes. Expectation that somewhere, sometime, this should work. This is how it should be. So then if expectation is there, patience is nil.
Nil, yeah.
Tolerance is nil, yes. Okay,
Sister,
so
how can I find this recording? Which link do I use?
I will put it. So I think for some of you know, some of you don't. We have two YouTube sites, YouTube channels. One, you can write down, one is Los Angeles Brahmakumaris. And in that, we have specially made now for that channel for all classes connected with BK classes, because these are all jargon words that others wouldn't understand. So Murli revision, anything to do with the depth of this philosophy, of this gyan, this knowledge, will go into Los Angeles Brahmakumaris. Okay, that's a sort of like a BK channel. And the other channel, like all the Saturday workshops, that is highly targeted for public, right? That wouldn't have all these BK jargons, wouldn't have these depth, right? Murli, Baba, even the words Murli, Baba, we won't use any of these terms because others wouldn't understand. Those recordings will go under BK Los Angeles, right? So today's Murli revision, every Murli revision class will go into Los Angeles Brahmakumaris. So I would suggest that you can subscribe to both channels. So whenever we upload something, automatically you'll get notification. Right? So this is in summary.
I had a question last time itself during the Sunday class. So can I just ask you that question now? It was about Baba being a zero and we are the hero actors who, that one. So I wanted to know whether it is the perfect stage. That was my question.
Okay. So Baba is talking zero means not the worldly, in the worldly sense, how they say, oh, you are a zero. Zero means in the world, it's seen as a failure. But the analogy,
complete, right?
The analogy Baba is giving zero is like a dot, right? Zero is a dot. So Baba is Bindu. Baba is the soul. Soul is a dot. So dot is like the shape of a zero. So Baba says, Baba is zero means Baba is a point of light. And Baba is also ocean, complete, no depletion. And that zero is making me a hero, means Baba is upgrading me in my life. Right? A hero means it has all the qualities that not just sustain the self, but able to sustain everyone around. That's a hero, right? In the movie, you see hero saves the day and hero makes a lot of difference. So in that sense, what Baba is saying is that Baba is making me to live such life where I can be of benefit, where I can bring benefit to me and to others. That's a hero. And then sometimes you would hear Baba says Hira. Hira means diamond. Baba is making my life like diamond. Diamond is flawless. Diamond is valuable. And so in that sense, how is my life equivalent to be like a diamond? Means it is not about I will start living lavishly, or I would have all the luxuries that I would need. No, not in that sense. Baba says, despite being very simple, you have such royalty in your attitude. It's like Hira. Simplicity, but yet above commonality. That is Hira. Right? So zero makes us hero and zero makes us Hira. Okay. So
Sister,
thank you.
Sister, I don't know if you have time. If not, it's okay. If you have time, what is the rosary of 16,000? What is
rosary? Okay. So 16,108 refers to all the souls who are connected to the royal family, ruling party in Golden Age. You know, the society itself is 900,000. But then that 900,000 is inclusive of maids and servants and subjects. And 16,108 refers to souls very much connected to the royal ruling party, connected to the royal family. That's 16,108. Okay, I think it's about time now. Right? But
Thank you very much.
I hope this Murli is clear for you. Karma taint is such a heavy subject. It's such a big subject, but very deep subject.
Okay. Yeah.
So understanding the depth, and then after that, first Baba have explained what's the quality of a soul who's in that state, and then how to reach that state. So one is how to reach, and then how do I know that I am in the right path? Is you start seeing these qualities to a certain percentage arising in you. Slowly, 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 by percentage, these qualities you'll see arising in you, in your character, in your dealings with people, in your words that you speak. You'll start seeing these qualities arising. Then you know, okay, I'm on the correct track. Okay.
Om Shanti, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sister. Baba bless you.